going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Steven. This is Steven in Stereo, and in today's video, we are diving into Lorde's new album, Virgin. I'm super excited. Before we dive in, drop a like, subscribe to the channel. If you guys want the full album listening party version of this video, you guys can check that out over on Patreon. Links in the description. I appreciate all y'all. Of course, the YouTube version just chopped up for entertainment, pacing, and of course, copyright. So thank y'all so much for actually supporting me over on Patreon. But I'm really excited to dive into this. I checked out What Was That and Man of the Year, and then I purposely didn't do Hammer as a single reaction because I was like, how am I going to do every track that's going to be on this album? So I tend to do that sometimes, and I tried really hard not to this time, probably at my own expense because I bet it's a great song, but you know, sometimes you got to save them for the album. I'm really excited to dive into this though. So obviously we're not going to do reactions to What Was That and Man of the Year because I do have full videos for those. You guys can check that out on my channel. But all those things out of the way, I'm super excited about this. This first track is the single that I haven't listened to yet, which is Hammer. Let's go.
There's a heat in the pavement, my mercury's raising. Don't know if it's love or if it's ovulation. When you're holding a hammer, everything looks like a nail.
Jesus. No pun intended on that. Oh my, just the timing on that reaction. Oh my God.
Now I know you don't deal much in love and affection, but I really do think there could be a connection. Ready to feel like I don't have the answers. There's peace in the madness over our heads. Let it carry me.
Wait, oh my God, I love where her voice went right there. Oh. Oh, those vocals, just having a little vocal sample like that is so cool to me, like a vocal chop.
Goes in, take an aura picture, read it and tell me who I am.
Oh, hell yeah. Take an aura picture, read it and tell me who I am.
I took tears and they paid me to do it. Oh, I might have been born again. I'm ready to feel like I don't have the answers. There's peace in the madness.
Oh, that vocal chop. I also feel like, you know, I obviously don't know the meaning of the song for real, but my interpretation right now is it almost feels like that moment of rebirth. I know she's saying it feels like she's been born again, but it's that moment of rebirth, almost like you took a hammer to the life that you once knew. You let it shatter around you, and then you're kind of like just walking from the shambles of that. Oh, I love just how many voices are in this instrumental, plus Lorde.
Just a voice living in your head.
Oh. Oh yeah, dude. I just pick up the whole vibe of that. Even if I'm wrong, the vibe alone I am caught on to, which just absolutely feels like shedding that life you once knew. But it's not enough to just shed it, right? We can go through things and kind of like grow from things, but you have to destroy the life that you once knew, or maybe the shell that you're kind of like stuck in. I don't really know, like, obviously, like what her perspective of this song, but I kind of like my interpretation of it because I don't know. There's something also about in this instrumental, hearing that vocal chop over and over again that I can't shut up about. You guys know, once I find the one thing I like, I can't stop. But what I really love about that is it just adds so much ambience and atmosphere to this. And for some reason, it feels like there's not a lot of instruments going on, but there's just so much kind of like going on within what is here. And I feel like that's pulling me into the meaning even more. If that makes any sense to you guys, let me know in the comment section. Maybe I'm just rambling out of my ass right now, but I don't know. Everything between her delivery, the vibe, and the lyrics, they all matched up so well here. Man, I gotta watch the music video for that. Maybe I would understand it more, or maybe I'll understand it less. That's usually what happens. All right, this is Shapeshifter. Sick drums already. Wait, why is this sick? Oh yeah. Oh my God, I love Lorde's voice in this. There's something so endearing about this. Oh, it feels kind of punk, dude. I'm into it. Oh my God. Oh.
So I'm not affected. I've been the siren, been the same.
Oh.
I've been the fruit that leaves a stain. I've been up on the pedestal.
So is she trying to say that like she can be basically any version that she needs to be for any situation because of the life experiences that have already been lived through her eyes? It's kind of what I'm feeling there. We'll obviously keep listening to it. You know what? With Lorde, it's hard too, because I want to pay attention to what she's saying, but there's so many, like, I love her voice so much. And there's so much of that layering going on in these moments that kind of like feel so dreamy that is, I know I'm not the only one who thinks that's a hard thing to do sometimes. It's hard to pay attention to both when she sounds this dreamy.
On a shirt, I see a hot mess in an antique skirt. Don't let him leave alone.
Oh my God, why do I love that so much?
A teenage innocence. How'd I shift shape like that?
Damn, what a good range for her too.
One that I've slept with, all the metal that I've messaged. Everything I want speeding up my pulse. I don't sleep, don't dream at all.
Damn, I love that so much. I don't sleep, don't dream at all, but it just sounds so dreamy.
So I'm not affected. I've been the ice, I've been the flame.
Feels like a movie now. Oh shit. Come on. Woo!
I just wanna fall.
Oh.
Yeah, tonight I'll kick you out and pull you in. Stick you out and push you in.
Woo!
Swear that you say I'm not affected.
Wait, this just seems really fucking sad. Oh, it is sad. You can feel that shit.
No, I'm not affected.
Well, it's nice that you're not affected. We're affected. So here's my really shitty interpretation of this. Are you ready? So it feels to me, one, like Lorde's laying the groundwork of saying like, I've been every version, both good or bad, in any situation in these relationships. So I've experienced everything leading into this. And I realize that I have to essentially, like, what it seems like she's having to say that she's having to kind of shift herself into pretending that she's okay with the fact that these might just be, you know, fleeting moments with this person. These might just be like one-time occurrences or whatever. Maybe what Lorde wants is more than what this person wants, but Lorde has to pretend like she doesn't. So she'll kick this person out. Anything to keep up the look that it's not phasing her. It's not bothering her. She's not being affected. But I also feel like at that end, you know, when she says like, but tonight I just want to fall, it almost makes me feel like tonight I just want to fall in love. It makes me feel like tonight I want to be able to, because we all know that love is like the most beautiful thing, right? So viva love. But the point of that being that like love can be so important that it can top everything else that you have going on. And so when you can just fall, you can drop those masks. You can just be yourself. You don't have to shapeshift. You don't have to like pretend to be something you're not for anybody. That person's going to love you no matter what. And that's kind of what I feel is the meaning of this. But again, it's Lorde, and I am definitely not educated enough to ever understand what's going on in Lorde's mind. But I'm so happy that she's making music like this for us because it sounds fucking sick no matter how we interpret it. I also just love the fact that I'm going to say this word so many times. I feel that way throughout this album reaction. Dreamy. Dreamy, 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 dreamy. It just feels so beautiful listening to Lorde. But I also think that like I struggle sometimes trying to follow the lyricism because she sounds so beautiful. It's a lot going on there. So this is Favorite Daughter.
I was a singer.
Okay.
You were my fan when no one gave a damn. Now every day the plane takes off and every night
Oh.
the room fills up in it for your love.
Oh my God.
'Cause I'm an actress. All of the medals I won for ya. Breaking my back just to be your favorite daughter.
This, oh my God, look at that. Look at that. I just shaved not that long ago. I have goosebumps so bad right now because I actually thought in the beginning of this, like, oh, this is so like this is cute. Like I always talk about how like I always like whenever people have these kind of relationships with their families. It's just a little bit foreign to me. So it's like hearing something like this once it gets to the chorus right there, it just hits so hard, like breaking my back and pretending to be all these things I'm not, or trying to like win all these things, whatever, just to be your favorite daughter, just to be, you know, important to you. Just to think that your shit fucking mattered. I feel you so much, Lord, and I'm not even getting into it.
Back just hoping you'll say I'm a star. For your openness, a room I can't go in. Now that every day the plane takes off, tell myself that soon we'll talk.
Oh my God.
Every word just to you. 'Cause I'm an actress. All of the medals I won.
Oh my God. This is fucking amazing.
Panic attack just to be your favorite daughter.
Oh, panic attack just to be your favorite daughter? Oh.
Everywhere I run, carry the weight of your heart.
Oh. Breaking my back just to carry the weight of your heart. Oh, she sounds so good.
Dance until I get sick. One listen when you hit the notes from your heart.
Oh.
Actress, look at the medals.
Yes. I knew I needed it again. Thank you. Oh my God.
Breaking my back just to be as brave as my mother.
Oh shit. I feel him again. Breaking my back just to be as brave as my mother. So I'm gonna assume, just based on the lyricism here, Lorde may have, I don't know much about Lorde's personal life, so while I don't feel comfortable speaking on her personal life, this sounds to me like she obviously may have an issue with her father. Holy shit though, the writing in this is like so beautiful. It's like, it's such a beautiful storytelling way to describe this relationship in which Lorde is always trying to garner any sort of attention from her father, even if it is at the expense of herself, pushing herself to her limits. Panic attack just to be your favorite daughter. This song is my favorite of all the songs we've heard already, including What Was That? And I think it's because I can feel the emotion so heavy in this, and that chorus cannot be fucked with. I also love that every single chorus is just changed just ever so slightly to enhance the meaning or to progress that feeling all the way to get you to that last chorus, which in my opinion is the absolute fucking heartbreaker. Oh man, Lorde put me in my feels with that too. I vibe with her on so many levels with this. So amen, girl, amen. All right. Whew. All right, this is current affairs. I'm like, I don't like to bring the emotion of the last track into the next track, but that was really good. All right, is this gonna be like and what was that when she says we talk current affairs? Is that like the song? I don't know. Let's do it. Oh, it kind of sounds like What Was That a little bit too, doesn't it? Just a little bit.
In the park under the eclipse, it was only a feel. You're in the light, then you're in the dark. Then someone throws a flare. Don't fly.
Oh.
Mama, I'm so scared. Don't know how to come back. But now I'm crying on the phone. Sharing nothing's wrong. Blame it on current affairs.
Oh my God. Dude, she's such a visual artist. Oh my God.
Through the open door. Would you dive to the ocean floor just to take my pearl? 'Cause my bed is on fire.
Yeah.
My bed is on fire. Like this. Once you went out on the edge, she spit in my mouth like swearing nothing's wrong.
Oh.
Blame it on
is the point of it being that it's when she started to feel those first emotions of not necessarily love, but maybe when your heart feels like it's in love for the first time, because it sounds like she's explaining her possibly her first sexual experience, maybe. And what it kind of seems like is, you know, when that person and you no longer are together, things are no longer working out, and you're feeling that pain and sadness, and you can't believe it because you just like you know, you went there with somebody and maybe you had never done that before and you'd always been nervous, but you finally felt like you trusted somebody. And then that person, you know, maybe you're not together anymore and you're having to feel what heartbreak feels like and feel what sadness feels like. And you're having to like experience all of that. And, you know, again, she's a very visual artist. So you picture her just laying in bed, going through all these emotions, you know, crying and screaming and like thinking, why did I do this? Like, that's just what I feel like. I feel like I'm, like I said, visual thing, man. I feel like I'm really watching her put these together, which is so cool.
But now I'm high enough to know. Yeah, I think he's gonna blame it on.
Oh. Oh. Dude, I'm such a sucker for just good sampled vocals like that. I could listen to Lorde's voice literally forever. Just harmonize it however the fuck you want. Give me a layer cake, full layer cake of Lorde right there. I am like, if you can't tell from the years of possibly watching my channel, for the 3 people that maybe have been watching this for years, I am always a fan of that very vulnerable and soft-spoken approach, that very like, you know, almost feels broken yet so vulnerable. Like, it's the best way to describe it. It's the most just intimate and vulnerable sound. Well, the thing I love about Lorde is like she takes that a step further. It almost feels so raw. And I think what's really cool is the way that she delivers her voice in this, where it almost feels spoken. It's not necessarily that she's singing it, but yet it's hitting notes, right? But there's cool layers on it and cool things that are coming off of it. And what happens is it takes basically somebody narrating a day in their life and then the things that happened, but it amplifies it into this, again, this very dreamy world that we get to experience that Lorde puts on for us. Like, that all happens within 3 minutes in a song. I think that's fucking beautiful. I know she has that, what is it called? Synesthesia? Is that what it's called? Synesthesia? Something like that, where she sees sounds as colors. And I wonder if that explains why most of her albums, well, everything I've listened to from her actually just feels very visual. I just feel like this album in particular is standing out to me even more though. All right, this is Clear Blue.
After the ecstasy, testing for pregnancy, praying in MP3.
Fuck yeah.
Little detector hits my precious treasure. I'm nobody's daughter yet, baby.
Oh my God.
I'm free.
I think it's like harmonized, plus her voice is in like a melodyne or something right there. This is so fucking cool.
Deep in my matter, you're changing my patterns. Your helix is right. Try letting the answer be part of the dances. I trip and I stumble, yeah, baby.
I am
I'm free. I'm free.
fucking obsessed with this.
I came from my light and then I came clean.
Oh my God.
Feel you answer, my hips moving faster. I rode you till I cried. How's it feel being this alive?
Oh my God. Can we please? Oh my God. Let's just take that back.
I rode you till I cried. Being this alive. I remember how it feels to be so buried the throes. Oh, wish I'd kept the clear blue. I remember how it feels to be.
Dude, I got fucking goosebumps again because that, look at that. You can't make this shit up. Oh my God. Whoo! My kneecaps are going right now, dude. Hold on. Let me catch up. Yo. Okay, one, I was already obsessed with the vocals in this. I'm sorry. Look at this. This is fucking for real. I was already obsessed with the vocals in this. You know, I can listen to her do that forever, whatever. None of that is nearly as important as the journey that we just went on. She's such a fucking storyteller. She's so visual, but all of it coming back down to that clear blue. And you know exactly what it fucking means. It didn't matter what came at the end of that pregnancy test, in that glimmer of hope, or maybe scared, whatever the case may be, your mind is going a million places because you're possibly thinking about the rest of your life with this person. And then, you know, you could also just be thinking about the scare, the fear and everything. But I think that there's like this little bit of hope that sits in there, right? And all she's trying to say is, I wish I still had the clear blue. I wish I could just have that, to go back to that moment when my head was full of thoughts. And it's almost like I had the picture of a future. It's like in that moment, if I could take that moment back when I'm holding that clear blue, that's when everything felt right. That is so fucking powerful. Not even just on the music level, but the songwriting in that, and the just stab at the very end is so Lorde. Oh my Lord. Oh God, I was not expecting that reaction off of that song. Like, I could tell in the beginning, like, it was I knew I was gonna like it. You know, whenever you listen to a song and you're like, oh, that's gonna be good. Like, I can feel it. I did not imagine that I was gonna. Oh yeah. All right. This is GRWM, which I'm a dinosaur, but I think means get ready with me.
Washing him off my chest.
Okay.
From stone to stone in the riverbed, I guess. Know who you wanna be.
Oh.
A grown woman in a baby tea. A grown woman.
Oh, grown woman. Get ready with me. Who am I?
Cause a grown woman. Looking forward. Wide hips.
Oh, this is so sick.
Mama's trauma since 96.
My mama's trauma. She says since 96, I've been looking for a grown woman. So just saying, like, I don't know when Lorde was born. I'm going to guess 96. But maybe she's saying, like, since 96, I've just been trying to be an adult, which that's kind of a bummer too, right? We all do that. We're all like, man, I can't fucking wait till we're 18 until we're 21 and we can gamble, blah, blah, blah. And then you like turn that age and you're like, wow, my life's almost over. Shit.
Galaxy left undressed. 2009, me be so impressed. Yeah.
Woo!
Maybe if I know who you wanna be, a grown woman.
A grown woman in a baby tee.
Wide hips to the tip, 96.
Yes.
Skin scar, looking forward.
Oh, the timing on that is so cool. I'm trying to see her live when she comes to Milwaukee, so I hope she plays this. I feel here at the end, like it's kind of what I was saying, but I feel like there's probably a deeper level to this too. Like I said, I don't know enough about Lorde's personal life to like fully dissect what these songs really mean to her. But this does kind of feel like you grow and you're trying so hard to be this adult and you like picture this is what you want to be. And when we're kids, we're always trying so hard to be an adult, right? And then you kind of get there. And in Lorde's case at the end, it kind of seems like she got there, but she didn't really. It's like, now I'm doing all this to be a grown woman in a baby tee. Like, I don't feel like I'm really aging the way that I thought I would be aging. And I think that if, you know, I'm going to assume I'm wrong about that, just on the safe side. However, I feel like in my life, I understand that, you know, growing up, ending up in my 30s, dude, I never thought I would be here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never thought this would be how it was. And guess what? I'm going to tell you what, when I'm in other rooms with other people that are my age, I still feel like a little kid. I never quite pictured myself as that grown-up adult like that. Yes, I have the responsibilities of a grown-up and I take care of all the things like I'm supposed to. And I have a family, but like, there are things that make people, some people just a little bit more adult than me. I think I feel like sometimes. So again, when I'm in rooms, I get that. I don't look in the mirror and see like this grown man. Like I just see like the dude, you know, the same dude that I've seen for my whole life. So it's very interesting. Even if I'm wrong about that, just Lorde's perspective on that.
Mystique is dead last year.
I love the simplicity of these instrumentals, by the way, because one of my favorite things is Lorde's voice. And I really appreciate just how just like right there, you hear it the entire time. It just like nothing takes away from it. In fact, if anything, we just keep amplifying it with more layers. Here for it forever.
Sucked in by arithmetic. I hate to admit just how much I paid for it. Raw teeth about that. Did I sweat? I was a week about that. My freak about that. All of the above. I wanna punch the mirror to make her see that this won't last. It might be months of bad luck, but what if it's just broken glass?
Oh my God. All y'all with body dysmorphia can fucking feel these lyrics right here. Even if that's not even what the song's really about, I know that y'all can feel that, because there is no worse feeling than hating the version of you that you see every day. And I love that Lorde is essentially saying, I'm going to break that mirror regardless of the bad luck, because I can't deal with what it is doing to me. It is affecting me on every level. And it is so hard to break from that. And it doesn't matter what people tell you. Like, I know I'm preaching to the choir here, but it doesn't matter how many compliments you get and what people tell you. And you could have someone standing right there telling you every good thing about you, but you know, when you look in the mirror, you're going to see the 4 things you fucking hate more than anything. And that's going to be how you feel about yourself. So I feel these lyrics. God.
Won't outrun it if you don't hit back. It's just broken glass.
Yes.
When I sweat, I was a week about that.
Woo.
Compete about that. Letting her treat me like that. Won't last. It might be months of bad luck, but what if it's just broken glass?
You ever just like want to fucking sing the song that you're hearing for the first time because it's so good that you just know that you're gonna, it's like a dopamine release to get to sing it? Because this chorus, oh, I'm listening to this in the car so much tomorrow. God.
It's just broken glass.
Oh, and that harmony.
Just a face. Broken glass.
Oh.
Just a face. I wanna
God.
What if it's just broken glass?
Yeah, I got it.
My summer getting lost in life.
Woo.
Making way takes glass.
Yeah, I fucking love this song. Instant favorite. So we are just working through, we are going to have some great fucking songs. Between favorite, Daughter, and Broken Glass, I've obviously got some fucking trauma. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jesus, Lord, you're tapping right into my like worst problems and making me just put my whole ass out there. Well, yeah, I have body dysmorphia. I've had it my entire life. I've had, I've undergone like surgery before to fix things I didn't like, when I was in my 20s. So the thing being, like, body dysmorphia is fucking real. And, I don't necessarily like regret having the surgery, but I do like regret the mentality that I had put myself in, making me think that it was the most necessary thing in the world. So it's just a little, it hits home on a whole level, because especially like doing YouTube or like posting on social media, you know how hard that is to do, like when you don't like the way you look, when you don't like yourself. And this isn't like a, fucking give me sympathy. This is just so real with these lyrics. Like, this is absolutely how people who go through this feel. And I love when people write from a perspective of knowing exactly what the fuck they're singing about. Like, you dealt with this, you just put it into words that made me love it. And I'm dancing my ass off now to a sad anthem anthem that comes from a sad place, but a very positive feeling. To smash that mirror, even if it is some months of broken glass, you got to stop staring in the mirror and allowing yourself to just defeat yourself on a regular basis. So yeah, I'm being vulnerable for y'all because Lorde's being vulnerable for all of us. All right, If She Could See Me Now.
I hear the voices of the ancients. They're calling for us.
Fuck
hear
yeah.
Horses, rotors.
Oh.
That would drown so many other bitches.
Fuck. I swim in waters that would drown so many of the bitches. Oh my God.
In the gym, I'm exercising.
Fuck.
All my demons make them keep riding. Yeah. I pick a song and listen to it.
Woo.
Till it's just a piece of music.
Oh my God, I fucking do that so much, Lord. I feel you. But I don't know if she has like ADHD. This just feels like that's like such an ADHD thing, and I use it regularly.
And everything else falls away. But you break me.
Yes.
I'd watch it happen like an angel looking down. I could feel, don't need fantasy. Oh God, if she could see me now. As for me, I'm going back to the clay. You can tell them I went crazy. If that's what this is, then I guess I'll take it.
Oh shit. Wait, is she talking to herself in like multiple perspectives right now? So the first verse kind of sounded like she was talking to her younger self, trying to like maybe or like she was like trying to imply like that was her younger self. You can see now what I've accomplished, but now the second one, it seems like Lorde is accomplished, and now she's trying to like, you know, it's almost like selling it to her younger self now. Like, oh man, if I could escape and get out of this, I probably would. Ugh.
I'd watch it happen like an angel looking down like that. I could feel, don't need fantasy. Oh God, if she could see me.
Fuck yes.
Oh God, if
Woo!
she could see
Oh.
me now.
Just a production standpoint right here. Listen to how beautiful this is. Everything comes together in the most beautiful way. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm saying it a lot. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Oh God, if she could see me now. Oh God, if she could see me now.
Fuck. I don't want this to be over. No, no, no. She introduced that lead key right there, that lead synthesizer, way too late into this song. I needed even more. Oh my God, like once it hooks on, you can't get enough of it. In case I was really confusing when I tried to explain this earlier, this song feels to me like it's coming from different perspectives in her life, where it's if you could see me now, and it's the, you know, it's her maybe singing to the girl that's in the gym, or, you know, still pretty innocent, hasn't experienced all these things. But then like you think about the other perspective, and it's like, if you could see me now, would you see that I could run away from all this, that I, you know, escape from all of this, give it all up? And I think that's the whole point, is it's like you have to see things from all these perspectives. Again, I'm probably wrong about the lyrics, but I can't get over the just love for the synthesizer. I think I've talked a lot about how much of a fan of 80s music, specifically new wave, that I am. That was like when I feel like technology really started to come into music, specifically around that new wave pop sound. And I am such a fan of distorted synthesizers. I'm such a fan of that 80s sound. And I feel like it's so beautifully done in Lorde's music. She loves the synthesizer, and because of that, we get these stripped down songs, these, you know, typically like a little bit of an 808, a synth, a little bit of a key, not much going on, a lot of vocal layering from Lorde, and I think that's so cool. But a song like this stands out because it's got everything I could want. It's got a really great like drum in it. It's got a really great tempo to it. Lorde is just delivering all through this, and then I feel like the chorus just comes to life so beautifully. So this is just a really great example of perfection to me, specifically the end. Although I will say I'll fault you at least 1 point for introducing that lead so late and then leaving me hanging like that. That is just harsh. David? All right, this is David.
Oh, dark day, was I just someone to dominate? Sunset Tower, you said open your mouth, I did. Why don't we run
Fuck.
to the ones we do? Oh, dark day, was I just young blood to get on tape?
Well, hold on. We got to at least talk about that first verse, right? So it sounds to me like that is the equivalent of literally giving everything you could possibly give to somebody in one moment. So I don't know if it's, he said, open your mouth as in like, hey, have a conversation. Like, hey, like tell me what's on your mind. I don't know if that's where she was going with that, but it does seem like maybe she spilled and she gave her entire heart, and she would have given her virginity if she still had that. The point is, I'm giving you everything I possibly have. That's the most vulnerable you could possibly get with somebody.
Uppercut to the throat, I was off guard. Pure heroin mistaken for featherweight. But what came spilling?
Again, I don't know a lot about Lorde's personal life. I know pure heroin, of course.
Hard. Uppercut to the throat, I was off guard. Pure heroin mistaken for featherweight.
Oh man. She had an issue with either a record label, management, agency, producers, something. She says, was I just young blood that you could get on tape? And then something about, essentially like I was thrown to the side, and then pure heroin mistaken for featherweight, or taken as a featherweight, meaning maybe it didn't seem like it mattered, or like that it wasn't impactful enough. So I don't know if it's specifically about one person or just about how she was treated. Again, I don't know enough about her. That's real though.
Came spilling out that day was the truth. And once I could sing again, I swore I'd never let myself sing again for you.
I think I got the chills again, and they're on my kneecap right now. It's a little uncomfortable, I'm not gonna lie, because I still have a healing tattoo over there, so it doesn't feel very good. Dude, good for her. Like, this is where you should be. When people show you who they really are, believe them. If that's true, if something happened to her and she was dropped by whoever, then yeah, I would never fucking sing for that person again, because no matter where you end up, you know that even if you're at your worst, they will not be there for you. And guess what? People don't change. I've lived long enough to tell you that people don't change. If you have a shitty friend, guess what? That's a shitty friend. They're not going to change. People can change and evolve and get better, in a sense that like Lorde is like progressing. But I think that when people show you these really bad sides to them, something that feels as bad as like maybe you're going through something and you couldn't sing, is kind of what she said. But then when I could sing again, I swore I'd never sing for you. If you're at your lowest and someone didn't show up for you, they're never going to be there for you. Like, it's just not, don't put your faith in people that don't give a fuck about you when it matters. Signing off. All right, let's keep going. This is crazy.
I made you God 'cause it was a
Oh.
Am I ever gonna love again? Am I ever gonna love again? Am I ever gonna love again?
Oh my God.
Feel like a friend. Am I ever gonna love again? Till you understand. Tell it to him.
Obviously don't know exactly what this song's about, but it sounds like in this she's going through growth in so many ways. It seems like she's addressing these issues that maybe she was at when she was innocent, vulnerable, or maybe just being a little bit naive. And then she's kind of explaining how, though these things have happened, this is how she's going to handle them moving forward. And she's got this growth in this. And I think it's so beautiful because you don't just hear it in the lyrics, but you feel it in the expression. I feel like Lorde is so good at giving you the visual component, but also just like nailing it with the like emotional depth that she wants you to feel. And I just like throughout this record, I just feel like there's so much growth, and a lot of it comes from being able to talk about things that make you uncomfortable, or talk about the things that are upsetting you or that are messing with your life. I can tell that there are some things that Lorde is talking about, that obviously there's some trauma involved here. And the songs that I was being drawn to, fucking same ones, which obviously says a lot about me as well. But it's nothing new if you guys watch my channel too. But I just felt like there was so much growth in this, because it's one thing to be able to talk about all of these things going on, but it's another thing to make people really like walk through these journeys with you. I felt like Clear Blue, in my opinion, was just like such a moment at the end of that, because that was somebody taking us on a journey that maybe like we weren't ready for the pain of having to understand how important this Clear Blue was in the emotions that you felt in that moment, to know that there could have been a future with that person. The point is, you didn't know, but it wasn't no like it is now. Again, I don't know if we're talking about the same person throughout this record in some of these songs, but that level of Anyone who, I haven't necessarily been in that same situation, but I absolutely understand exactly what she's talking about in that moment of wanting to be able to go back to that part and her playing that movie out just like she did in Current Affairs. I just love that so much. But then I think about these songs like Broken Glass, which to me is just like such a anthem again of body dysmorphia. And I don't know if that's something that she has. I hate talking for other people, but I'm just saying like that is something that I grabbed onto right away. And I love that. The idea of in the delivery of almost this punk kind of like rock sound, we're breaking the glass, we're smashing the mirrors of the reflection that tell us all the shitty things about ourselves. We can't do that. We're never going to move forward. We might as well take a chance on a few months of bad luck and be able to move past those things. Because the album I think is only like 34 minutes total. I hope she plays it in its entirety. Wow, that was so hard to say. And then maybe throw some more songs on top of it. But I want to hear Favorite Daughter live. I want to hear Current Affairs live. I feel like Broken Glass is going to be so good live. GRWM, David, if she could see me now, okay, the album's gonna be good live. I want to experience live. So if you guys are going to the Milwaukee date, you might see me there because yeah, now that I listen to the album, I definitely want to experience it live. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. You guys can follow me over on Instagram at Steven in Stereo. I'll be putting my 3 favorite songs from this album once I decide what they are as an Instagram reel, so you guys can check that out. And of course, check out the full uncut album listening party to this over on Patreon. Links in the description, and that video is already up. It's probably been up actually. So enjoy. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.